Hello and welcome to Transmission. Tonight I am joined by Greer, who is the President of Seahorse Victoria. So welcome.
Thank you very much, Nate. Lovely to be here.
So can you tell me quickly a little bit about Seahorse?
Well, Seahorse is the longest continuously operating transgender group in Australia. Formed 39 years ago, and next year on the 18th of July 2015 we'll be celebrating 40 years, a very significant milestone.
Congratulations.
Yes.
So how long have you been involved with Seahorse?
Personally, just on 12 years, and I've been president now for, well, I dare not remember, probably about 5 years I think, and I had an earlier stint as president a number of years ago, so fairly actively involved.
Yep. And so aside from sort of Seahorse and obviously very involved with that, what other sort of stuff do you
Well,
get up to?
in recent years, the thing that's really got me very involved and I thoroughly enjoy doing is I'm a member of Toastmasters International, a public speaking group, and it's a club-based system, so I get to meet an enormous range of people, lots of age variation, gender variation, and ethnic background variation. So I find it a very tolerant, accepting group, and I enjoy the interaction with people.
So what sort of stuff do you do, I suppose, with that?
It's basically for learning all aspects of speaking and leadership skills. So basically how to run meetings, how to prepare speeches. One of the aspects of doing a speech is having an evaluation. So somebody is allocated each meeting to evaluate your speech, and part of the evaluation is to be encouraging without being critical, and still offering suggestions that next time you have a speech, maybe if you do this or that, you might enhance the quality of your speech. And I find that mentoring style aspect of Toastmasters really rewarding. There is competition speaking, which is just starting up again for the next 12 months at club level, and I'm very actively involved in judging at competition as well. Yeah.
So what sort of, like you said, very diverse sort of groups of people, so are you talking about sort of the, young people and...
Oh, yes, it's all adult, 18 and above, in the club that I'm a member of at Nunawading called Whitehorse. We have members ranging from their mid-20s through to their 70s, and a good mixed balance between male and female, as well as a very good ethnic background mix, migrants from all parts of the world, as well as local people. And we have a good mix of people who have been in the club a long time, as well as people just coming into the club, because being a self-help sort of training group, you do get a bit of a turnover, but we manage to balance that out with people who have been around a few years, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah. And so have you found that it sort of helped you, I suppose, in roles outside of that?
It does, particularly, identifying being transgendered. There was a big challenge to get out into the broader community to say, I'm learning to be comfortable with myself, and I think that's what it's been allowed me to do, and to make more rational decisions, because circumstances mean that I still have to continue working. So I do live a little bit of a dual life, but if where I work did actually twig to my naturally blonde hair and ask questions, or by chance viewed this interview at a later stage and say, oh, I didn't realise that about you, it's no skin off my nose, because I've already got an established work record and I'm confident in myself, and Toastmasters as well as Seahorse has allowed me to develop that balance, I think, at the moment, to be where I want to be.
Yeah, well, that's really cool. And I mean, you said that you're sort of living sort of that dual life. How do you find that sort of, I suppose, going into work and then...
I don't really find it that difficult. I think I've been doing it for that long, and I don't sort of see one side of my personality being different to the other. I really see this as an expression of me as a whole person. I don't personally see that I'm trapped in the wrong body, but this is me as a whole person, and that's how I view it, and therefore the blend works easy.
And does anybody at work, I suppose, at your workplace know about Greer? Or?
No, not really. But I haven't hidden myself from it either. But when you're in a fluoro shirt and steel cap boots, it doesn't make much difference.
We wouldn't go with what you're wearing at the moment.
Definitely not. A bit of a colour clash.
Yeah.
Yes.
And do you do sort of anything else outside of sort of those?
At the moment, for the last few years, that's been really the focus of it, because by the time you do 5 days at work, and Seahorse and Toastmasters take up a lot of evening time as well as weekend time, that the expansion of my circle of friends is enormous through that. And then I've got to fit in time to catch up with family as well, because I do have 4 adult children and 5 grandchildren. The oldest of whom 17, going on 18, and the youngest is 4.5. So I've got to balance that into it as well.
Yeah.
But all my family know about me, so it's in reality it's not a big issue. But I do take heed of sensibilities at times, but I don't. Nothing's really hidden.
Yeah.
Which is the important aspect, and all the family talk to me.
Yeah. And so you sort of got to a stage, I suppose, where you're pretty happy and things are sort of...
Pretty well. I think like any aspect of life, once you've done something for so long, you'd like to maybe improve or challenge or make changes to just keep up with your own development as a person. And maybe at some point I might get back to going to school or something and doing something as a extra study, because I love my reading, and that's keeps me a broad interest of subjects. Yeah,
what sort of stuff do you like to read?
Mainly factual, historical things. So at the moment I'm reading a book called 36 Days about the preparation leading into Gallipoli. Concurrently I'm at work reading a book called The Map That Changed the World, about William Smith in England in the early 1800s developed a geological map. Galileo, or you name it, I read it.
Cool. Well, look, thank you very much for coming in and having a chat to us. A big thank you to Greer for joining us tonight. You've been watching Transmission.